President Dulles is the first to arrive in Berlin for the Conference of Foreign Ministers. High Commissioner Conant accompanies him to a meeting that may affect Europe's course for years. Francis Georges Bidault arrives by train, and it was he who made the Western powers stand clear in the opening session. Anthony Eden, with a large Foreign Office staff, completes the roster of Western envoys who, in a pre-conference meeting, agreed that Red China would be barred from any discussion of European affairs. Peace treaties for Germany and Austria are the chief items on the agenda as proposed by the West. Half of the meetings are held in the Allied Control Council building in the western sector of Berlin. Other talks will take place in the eastern sector. The meetings are the first to be held on a ministerial level since 1951, when a stalemate resulted. A thorny road lies ahead in the current conference. 22,000 anti-communist Chinese and Korean prisoners of war leave the stockades of the Neutral Nations Repatriation Commission freed to follow their choice despite violent Red objections. On the line of march, there's singing and waving of flags by the 14,000 Chinese who will join the Free Chinese Forces of Chiang Kai-shek on Formosa. Behind these men on the trek southward, there remain in the empty camp 21 Americans, 1 Briton, and over 300 South Koreans, pro-Reds refusing repatriation. They have been rejected by the Reds, posing a problem that is forgotten as the freed POWs ride triumphantly into Seoul. They represent a major ideological victory for the United Nations, living symbols of the principles of liberty for which the Korean War was fought. Commander James Verdon is at the controls of the Douglas F-4D Skyray, undergoing first carrier takeoff and landing tests on the Coral Sea. A big first for our Navy's air arm. Plane and pilot were in the news before when Commander Verdon flew the Skyray at 753 miles per hour. Supersonic! In our nation's capital, an expert in the field of health and medical insurance, Director of Insurance for Universal Pictures Company, Benjamin Lorber, lays before the House Committee on Interstate and Foreign Commerce a comprehensive, far-reaching program of health insurance and medical services for all Americans. Mr. Lorber.
In conclusion, may I suggest that within the wonderful framework of free enterprise, our government must embark upon a great educational program and, if necessary, provide the required subsidies in all areas of medical care in order to assist the operation of such hospitals and medical educational facilities. With the intelligent and active cooperation of industry and labor, along with the wholehearted participation of the insurance industry and the medical profession, all of the American people may reap the benefits of the highest level of medical care. Thank you, Mr. Bowman.
Jimmy Stewart, star of the Glenn Miller story, receives a citation of honor to Universal International Pictures from General Carl A. Spaatz, National Director of the Air Force Association. Stewart himself, an association member, thanks the General. To the Del Mar Club for the International Press of Hollywood Awards, Hugh O'Brien receives a Star of Tomorrow award from lovely Julia Adams. Jeff Chandler presents the Golden Globe to the feminine Star of Tomorrow, Barbara Rush. Gene Simmons presents and Rock Hudson accepts an award won by the J. Arthur Rank Organization for the best documentary of historic achievement, A Queen is Crowned. Turnabout is fair play as Jose Haas, president of the Foreign Press Association of Hollywood, receives an award from Mamie Van Doren, named Miss International Press. Shades of Primo Carnera. In Turin, another ambling Alp is unveiled, who makes the scales groan at 290 and whose summit is 6 feet 8 inches above sea level. His name is Milo Malagoli, and for the record, his chest is 50 inches. Behind the pontoons which are his feet is Milo, who rises with the speed of an hydraulic lift. And whether he turns out to be a fighter or not, he'll be a whale of a fall guy. Sports car enthusiasts are in high gear as the World Motor Sports Show opens at New York's Madison Square Garden. New ideas, new designs, new gimmicks to delight the heart of drivers who like theirs sleek and racy and low slung. Many of the cars are foreign imports, reflecting the latest continental touch. Some are homegrown, and this one shows the jet age influence. No, the jet exhausts are only trimming. The engine is conventional. 3 wheels, 4 brakes, take your pick. There are things to come in the garage and in the kitchen. This is the kitchen of tomorrow, a press-button dream coming true for Mrs. Housewife. All sorts of wonders are hers at the push of a button, from refrigerator doors to countertops built for big gals or little gals. Don't have to lean over here, you see. What's for dinner? Consult the menus on pictures and dish up something new for a change. Hummingbird wings on toast, maybe. And look where the toaster is. A wave of the hand and presto, down comes a hidden cabinet with the dishes. Mama will feel like a fairy princess with a magic wand in a place like this. We won't be able to get her out of the kitchen, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, the question before the house is, what's cooking and when do we eat?